All right. So, these are all gonna be in the wrong places 'cause we're still waiting for someone. Just,
Elon Musk is insane.
um, yeah, just gonna
Just go
try.
right to the map, baby.
That's actually a good. I'll actually put myself on the right screen. Me up. All right, close. Um, mhm. So, hello and welcome to the stream. Our fearless crew is here, and we're picking up as they just got their ship out of a pretty hefty underwater waterfall, I guess you could say, and they are now journeying further down into the deep depths of the dark, dark ocean. Uh, I'll let you guys start if there's anything you guys want to do on the boat, and then we can jump into the next stage, unless everyone's good.
I'm just caring for my tree and making sure it doesn't die. Just angrily planting it. I guess just angrily gardening.
I I love the idea of angrily gardening. I was gonna say I can imagine the tree's probably not having a great time just being because the top of it sticks out into the water. So it's just being like there's
Yeah,
probably no
so it's
leaves
probably
left on it.
the top part of it is gonna die, but I can hopefully keep the rest alive. And I'm recovering from that thing that jumped on our ship a couple of days ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's still alive. It takes a lot to kill a tree, but it is definitely hurting.
Yeah,
Then again, you're a druid, so like.
I'm doing what I can. Like it's a testament to my power that I've grown or keeping a tree alive at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
um, all right. Does anybody else have any small tasks they're trying to get done as the ship is continuing to sink? I mean,
Uh, I have I guess a DM question. Has AJ explained to you what the hell my god did when I asked him for wings? Has he explained to you like how the hell I trigger that? Because I haven't been able to figure it out yet, and I would like to try if you know what's up.
so
Like if
what
you
was the
ask me,
circumstance? Because that I guess
I
that
had asked him for like his like wings of fire, and like when I tried to activate them the first time, I was wearing armor, and it like singed the ever living shit out of it. And then this the second time I like it like flickered and nothing happened because I don't think I rolled high enough, whatever he was having me roll.
Can I
Okay.
ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you trying to activate these wings of fire while we're on the ship?
I mean, I
While
don't
we're
see it like
underwater
why they like
specifically.
fire like they help me fly.
Shush, shush, with all your logic,
Okay.
rest of the crew. If the man wants his fiery wings, the man.
No, I'm just if he hasn't like explained what the hell because I don't even know how it works.
No, I have not gotten those details from him.
Okay. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I should just, to be honest, considering how much we play off of like not with each other, we should sit down and just chat for like half an hour.
Let me
Uh,
get caught up.
Psh, whatever.
I know, lame.
We'll try them another time.
Uh,
Thank you.
to be fair, if you
Yeah.
activated them underwater outside the ship, it would be pointless.
Disasters.
Well, I mean, it'd just be a lot of steam. Um,
True.
and it's not like you really need to fly anyway.
No, I would say it's more out of curiosity than literally anything else.
That's fair. Um, all right, cool. So the as the crew continues journeying deeper and deeper and deeper into the ocean, um, you see as Phantasma is up front in her large sharky form, navigating relatively seamlessly, and you guys actually get a day that's nothing happens. It's smooth sailing, like
So like a
sailing
full day.
a full day of just kind of chilling, like, and the ship
Neat.
just kind of keeps cruising, and you don't really have to worry about anything. um, and then like you guys kind of settle down for another evening, another night's rest, and then as the your Phantasma tells you that you're probably 2 to 3 days, depending on how smooth the ocean is for the rest of the journey until you're at the bottom. So with this day of kind of like the sea behind you, you made up a little bit of time, and that's until she gets to her anticipated her the location she keeps talking about, which is she keeps referring it to like a druid grove underwater, um, which is like the first stage, and then you guys will go from there to the city.
Are there trees here?
Uh, it's more of like underwater plants. So I guess some might consider them trees. There's some that are the size of trees, or that
Would it work for portals?
she's like, if they're still intact, they will. I haven't been there in a
Quite some
century.
time, it seems.
I think it's been a century. It's been a while.
Oh, great. Okay. You
Um,
sure you know where you're going?
huh? Yeah, I mean, I used to do this more often, like head up and down. But when
How did you used to do it?
I mean, it's a lot easier when you don't have a big ship behind you. You just kind of turn into a fish and
Oh,
just
That's
yeah.
fair,
Why didn't
yeah.
you
You just
just
hear me mutter druids.
Yeah.
High five.
um, yeah,
It's
it's
all good. Sea elf's better than a fish anyway.
Hmm.
agreed. Uh, so and then you guys kind of so then you take your rest. You pick up the next day, and as you start traveling down, it's an interesting sensation as you're moving because you're kind of like you're chugging, and then you all get like you feel this moment where your feet lift off the deck,
Nugget?
and
Yeah. Yeah.
as you do, you kind of like land, and maybe Etrian and Phantasma, you didn't notice this because you were just kind of moving along with the boat's kind of been like pulling above you, um, and then the boat's kind of sitting in what is essentially a giant pocket of air. That's just kind of
Oh.
like, and it's this bubble that's slowly, like kind of rising up into the surface. And the boat just kind of sits in it, and then if you guys keep swimming, it just kind of like pops back out of it and down into the ground. But
This is not the correct behavior for this ship.
Is there anything really big underneath this? Does Phantasma, do you know of anything in the area? Is this like something breathing?
I don't think it's breathing, but it might be some sort of underwater vent. And as you guys like, as you kind of, pull yourselves out of it and like circle around, you see maybe another 100 feet down, right at the edge of your dark vision, another one of these bubbles just kind of like, in like essentially in the same sort of trajectory, just kind of like,
What if we aimed the boat like to just like glide through these bubbles?
Straight down? Or kind of bouncing through the bubbles to slow us down as like air brakes?
Yeah. Box?
I mean, we got to go down there, or which way do we have to go?
Yeah,
Yeah, aren't we going down?
she's like, well, I guess to you, Etrian, and considering you guys are both sharks, the rest of you guys are just like really off
Oh,
put
yeah.
by the fact that you just popped out of a bubble and now you see bubbles like,
Yeah.
um, just kind of like rising up. She looks at you, Etrian, and she's like, well, we don't need to go down. We just need to keep kind of traversing. It looks like it must be one of the underwater vents. Uh,
Let's swim around the bubbles.
How unfortunate.
Can Finn nature check to see if he has any idea what the hell's going on?
yeah, make a nature
Okay.
check.
Nope.
There's bubbles underwater. It's weird.
Ooh.
Well, this is not right. Air is not supposed to be down here. I don't like this at all. Let's
How about an 18?
Yay.
You see Finn staring at one of the portholes, and he's just like,
Nope, absolutely not. Let's try to avoid these bubbles, shall we? Shall I send a message?
uh, Magmar, you pick up that it's probably from some sort of underwater vent, and you're intrigued because like it's been pretty lifeless other than those weird acidy plant things. But typically like underwater vents are more populated with rich nutrients and sea life, but in the grand scheme of things, do you need some really fertile dirt? Probably not, but like you don't know what might be growing underneath
I mean,
there.
I could use some.
Don't tell Etrian about the really fertile dirt.
This is all just very terrifying. I hate the ocean. So.
How is it that we managed to get into these odd statistical anomalies?
It's just our
over and
side.
over again.
Someone's gotta.
With all due respect, Nocton, you are an odd statistical anomaly.
Facts.
That is an excellent point.
Yeah, so this might be your fault.
I would disagree with that statement, but who knows?
Are you the BBEG?
Son of a bitch.
What can you explain? I have not encountered this phrase.
Yeah.
Never mind. Suppose we'll find out.
Hey, Sailor.
So you guys make it past the bubbles and just kind of continue. And Sheila is here, so I will move to the
There you
correct
go.
screen. Oh, look at that. It was set up correctly.
Mababas.
Move some people around. Do, 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 do.
I love the background you have right now, actually. That's cool.
And then, boom. Perfect. All right. So, I never even check. I assume audio is working because I know AJ is watching, and it's bouncing. So hopefully,
Hi, AJ.
I'm sure someone
Hope
would
for
have said
the
something, but I didn't have it up on my phone. Anywho, so as you guys continue, um, you start kind of like moving along and scraping along, just kind of traversing along the mountain range as you have been. At this point in time, you're kind of like, if you could imagine a cliff on a mountain range, you're kind of like kind of moving along the edge of it as it kind of rolling along the side of mount like the hill. So like you look off, and if you were above water, it'd be terrifying because there'd be this large drop, but it's water, so really
Yeah.
the worst that would happen is you'd float like down. Um, but as the boat's kind of like traversing along, you start seeing it's starting getting more and more populated with a lot of those smaller like plant-like things. Um, the ones you've been having to deal with. So you realize that you're probably not in a spot where you could really stop. And then as you Etrian, give me a perception check. Uh, do it with advantage. I'll just have your roll be you and all right.
Not great.
So you do notice like the terrain is becoming a little bit rougher, so you kind of maybe pull the ship up a little bit higher up to try and skirt a little bit over it, but as you're going, you're realizing that you don't notice it until you're kind of like, I don't want to say too late, but like you'd start seeing like caverns in the sides of this mountain range as you guys are traversing, and you slowly start getting as you get up to them, um, all of you can see as this massive blob of uh, ichor, bigger than the ones you'd seen previously, starts just moving very quickly towards the boat. Um,
You say a massive blob of what?
it looks kind of plant-like, and it's very
Like
similar in structure to the smaller ones you've been dealing with, but this is huge, and probably the most.
the acid algae.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Okay, when you say huge, is it larger than 100 feet?
No, not that big. Sorry, huge in
Or
my sense.
50, sorry, 50
Per
feet
per
square.
D&D, it would be what is above large?
Huge,
Is huge above large?
pretty sure.
It is the step above large, so it may be considered huge.
So 20 by 20.
Yeah, it like the body of it seems to be about 20 by 20, and then it has these like weird appendages that are sticking out of it that kind of extend an additional, you'd assume about 15 feet. Um, and it just is like this, but they're not like you maybe have dealt with things with like actual tentacles or like a squid and whatnot where it's like an appendage that sticks out. These at points in times they like disappear completely and it comes back out somewhere else, and it's just like very unnatural moving where like a leg will shoot out and then disappear, and then a different leg will shoot out of somewhere else and disappear, and like, and I think the most off-putting thing is you realize there are
It's
uh,
a
it
good
has
idea.
it has eyes that like appear and disappear, and teeth that appear and disappear, and just kind of like imagine a face that keeps like disappearing on itself and reappearing somewhere else, but it's not a face because it doesn't have like all of the pieces. There's just like a mouth and a few teeth, and then they disappear, or like an eye and a few teeth, and this thing is just rolling towards the boat.
Oh god, it's the elder god from earlier. Um, shit. I want to ask
Don't like that.
Ashma if she's strong enough as a giant shark to pull the ship by herself.
She she nods that she can do it, but it's gonna be slower, but she can keep going.
You got this.
I'm gonna turn into Etrian and cast control water right like about 5 to 10 feet behind the giant creature and down a little ways. And I'm gonna create a whirlpool.
Okay.
And it goes from 5 feet at its base to 50 feet wide at its mouth, and it has to succeed a strength 19 throw or be pulled 10 feet back.
All right. Mm-mm-mm. +7. Womp.
Son of a bitch.
Uh,
It's a strong boy.
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's strong in the sense of like it's a strong swimmer, but it's weird because it's like maybe part of it gets sucked back, but it just like lets go of that piece, and then like
Oh, great.
kind of like keeps moving towards the boat. At this point, it's probably about 50 feet from the boat. Um, and I'm just gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Oh, that was fast.
What if I'm
Damn.
hiding inside?
Huh?
What if I'm hiding inside the boat?
So you can still roll initiative to know when you're going to act in the turn order, but basically everyone currently is inside the boat except for Etran, who's currently outside, kind of floating
Oh no.
in.
So, how many of us would have seen this?
I will give it to you that all of you have noticed this because probably one person noticed it and then shouted out to the rest of the crew.
Great.
It also took 5 bludgeoning damage.
What the
Nice.
fuck is that thing? I don't like it. I don't like this
Well-
place.
Well, we can go find out, or we can just shoot it.
I go with the second one.
I will man Moby's dick.
Oh,
Nice.
Assuming at this point it is now remounted up at the top of the ship. So we had a whole day.
Yeah, you guys had time. Okay, I'll move you guys to it because I realize you can't see anything yet.
oh. Okay.
I love that GCE initiative advantage.
What
Yeah, that's hot.
Hey, where'd I go?
Move to stream.
Oh, he's doing whatever the thing is called.
doing what?
Mag something. Finn.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Can't believe Finn's hiding.
I can. This is
and let's see, who do we need?
Anytime it starts its turn within the vortex, which is 50 feet wide at this point, it has to make that strength saving throw.
Cool. If you want to give me where on it on the map it is, if you want to draw it in, or just give me a center and I can draw it in.
I wanted to start it 5 to 10 feet or 10 feet back because it gets pulled 10 feet back.
Okay.
So 50 feet, I guess, from right here or here, whichever, right behind it.
It's a 50-foot diameter.
Let me control water. Create a body water at least 50 square feet and 25 deep because of whirlpool. Up to 50 feet wide at the top. So I'm radius of 25 feet, I'm guessing.
Okay. Close enough. Big
And
old.
the center of it 10 feet back, so it would still be in it.
Oh, all right, got it. That makes way more sense.
Yeah. This is all very murky water,
It's
or is that a rock formation underneath?
it is a rock. So that's like the essentially it's like the mountain range, and then
Yeah.
there's would you could think of as a cliff, but
Right to the
you
left
just
is just open.
yeah, it's just open
Okay.
ocean. So you guys have been kind of like skirting along the edge of it, and it kind of it's like rolling foothills. So you've been kind of following the edge of it all the way down. And of course I can't move the circle. Hey, all right, of course move everything. So like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hoping to get. I think I can move it. I don't know.
I can move it further over too. If you want it to be like what's that? Oh,
I was trying to get one turn out of it, or like one more turn out of it, but I don't know if that's possible depending on its movement speed.
no, that's fair.
Nice.
We'll put it right like that. All right, cool. That I need to give him initiative. Turn. And all right, boom, 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 boom. Everyone's on it. All right, Magmar.
I can only see two of us on the turn order.
Oh, okay, let me fix that. It's because you guys start adding yourself, and then I moved it. So
Oh, yeah, I can re-roll, or I can just do it. Hold on. Of course, I rolled good that time. Oh well. 'damn. Mm, there's a Magmar. Boom, boom. Ta-da. All right, cool. All right, so who can't see themselves in the turn order?
I cannot.
I can see my stuff now, but I'm at 0.
Okay,
There you go.
that's
I
fixed.
am not there.
Sheila, you need to be added. One, two, three, four, five, six.
I can only see 4.
Fuck.
I see Sheila, Magmore, Etrian and the monster.
So you don't see you or knocked on.
Correct.
Well, I see me. Oh wait, where'd it go? No, it's gone now.
There.
Wasn't there.
Finn. How about now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Fun. You know, for setting everything up before the stream, I figured it would go smoother. Alright. And then one last thing. These fuckers. Initiative. Alright, cool. So, Sheila, you're up first. As someone shouts out in the boat, there's something coming. Essentially, like, what the fuck is that? You run up to a porthole, look out, and see this massive blob of shit moving towards you. What do you do?
Guys, there's like a massive blob of shit moving towards us. And that's gonna trigger her into a complete rage. Because like if that gets in my hair, I'm gonna be raged.
There's a monster out there, and I'm really mad about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna yell, should I go out or should I wait to crew?
That's
Um,
you.
well, if it's anything like the last ones, maybe don't slice it because then it'll just cover you in acid.
Oh gosh, and then I'll really be raging at even more. So Sheila's gonna hold an attack, and if this thing gets close to, getting her hair, she's gonna rage on it.
Okay. Are you gonna stay inside the boat or are you
Inside the boat.
Okay. Finn.
Oh, yeah, Finn's gonna do a icy boy.
An icy boy. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna do a freezer ball.
Wait.
Make a deck save.
Garbage.
No, I'm afraid that does not happen. So you're gonna take 41 ice damage.
You watch as it goes off. And where exactly did you place it, or what is the radius on it?
It has a 40-foot radius, and I placed it right in the middle of it.
Okay, so you also watch as it goes off, as two of the other creatures near it. 16, 20. One near the center takes the most, and then the one on the outside takes half. You see as two of the other plants kind of like break loose and then get frozen solid and then it kind of like wears away. Yeah. Cool.
Nice, get fucked.
All right.
You just see like a thumbs up through the porthole.
Yeah.
And then you watch as some of these plant things that are outside the boat detach from the ground and start moving towards the boat.
Oh, come on.
This sucks.
So
Wonderful.
It's got to make a strength saving throw first.
thank you. It is not very these ones are not very strong. 12.
Okay, so it gets pulled 10 feet towards the center and takes 2d8. Shit.
Nice.
Is there just like a 40-foot ice ball like floating around now?
I assume it like kind of freezes and then dissipates. Otherwise, yeah, you just have big chunks of ice everywhere. I guess haven't really
Stuck
thought
in a
about this.
whirlpool.
Just like spinning around in the whirlpool.
Is it like you have a bunch of stuff in a shaker cup and it's just messing those things up every turn? Come on.
Because it doesn't freeze the object solid. I mean,
That's fair. Yeah.
like I assume it just like gets really cold and then kind of like maybe there's like tiny little ice chunks kind of floating
Like-
around.
Giant ice knife.
All right, sweet. So those try to move and they can't. The rest of them are going to try to avoid this thing.
Well, that whirlpool is really fucking cold, so
It is very, very cold. Boom. I'm gonna say some of them are not smart enough to avoid it. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna say this one gets sucked right into the middle.
Oh, dude.
So it has to make its strength saving throw when it enters or when it starts its turn there. Unless you're just saying it failed.
It just fails. I mean,
Okay.
it just like it's going as if it's going towards the ship and essentially goes right through it and just gets sucked right in the middle.
Takes 9 damage.
Nice. Um, you do watch as one of the ones that was closest to the middle of this whirlpool as it got frozen solid and then it like as it loosened as like the freeze kind of wear off, all of a sudden the spinning particles of the whirlpool just like tear the ice chunks through it and it just gets ripped to shreds and just disappears.
Nice.
Uh,
you love to see it.
Yeah.
mm,
So I'm in this queue now. The lottery like shuffled everyone up. I am 4,654 out of 7,000.
Nice.
Oh my god, is it? I didn't realize Manifest was that popular.
And this is like the pre thing. Like hotel rooms don't technically go on sale until like uh Thursday or Friday or something.
Okay.
that's insane.
Yes.
It sounds
Stupid.
kind of like
It's
Dragon
stupid.
Con nuts.
Is that the one in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize, like you said though, I didn't realize that that Magfest was like that popular.
I've never been, so I guess I'll find out.
All right. So you watch as two of these get up to the boat and slam into it. We'll roll to see if they hit the boat. Yep. And actually, it hits into the side of the metal, and it just doesn't do enough to do any damage to it. So only one of them does. It does. Just fully repaired it. Oh, D10 plus 5. 6. Cool. All right. Then you watch as the big creature tries to get out of the whirlpool. What is it? A strength save?
Yeah, 19.
All right.
God damn.
He's a strong boy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Nice. 55. Right up into the boat. So it just kind of like adheres onto the side of the boat and like starts like gnawing towards the metal and like you can see like bubbles forming of what you assume to be acid on the outside and the exterior of this thing, and it's just gonna start wailing away on the boat. Um, I'll do the rolls first. All of them hit. Does 2d10 plus 3d8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 5, 52, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 8. So you watch as it just starts wailing into the boat, and you can see this dent forming deeper and deeper, and it gets a really good hit off, and you can see like a little tiny spray of water falling into the boat as it does a whopping 112 damage to the exterior of the boat.
Jesus.
Wow.
Not good.
Uh, yeah, this is probably it's like this massive dent. Like you guys can visibly see it, and Sheila, it's like right next to you. You can see it just like pounding into this thing.
More than the Kraken.
More than the Kraken. It was a juvenile Kraken, to be fair.
That's right.
Which I thought was going to be more impressive, and then it wasn't. And I was very upset. No. Nocton, you're up.
I'm immediately going to have 11 sort of run on his little rail system over and cast repair.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I didn't open 11. That's why I was like, where'd it go? I forget what we said last time for.
I think it's whatever it can do as a repair. You just don't get the additional like plus. So
It's 2d8 plus 2 hit, so just 2d8.
yeah, because it doesn't get the like bonus of repairing itself. Oh, that's just one. Okay.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay.
Oh,
A little
wonderful.
bit better.
Nice.
Not much.
Not much, but a little bit. It
uh,
plugs the hole. So like the spray
and
of water stops
then
coming in.
Nocton is going to cycle the hatch to like the top portion of the ship to, I'm assuming, a point on the, like sort of the top edge of the dome
Mhm.
where he's out of range of the big one. And he's gonna cast Chaos Bolt at it.
Nice.
Did that actually cast? It did. So 21.
That hits.
I don't suppose this thing is very charismatic.
So it's gonna be 8, 2, 1.
Depends on the creature, I guess. Maybe other blobs, it's very attractive. You know.
It'll be cold damage.
Nice.
14 cold damage. And let's see.
Fucking do it, Magmar.
Is it my turn?
No. On your turn.
And that is. Oh, I'm gonna kind of sort of like move back a little bit, and then that's it.
Nice. Good shit. Yeah, in terms of charisma, you look at this thing and you're like, it's kind of terrifying, but it's probably not gonna like talk up a room.
It's not the top.
Yeah, okay.
Magmar, you are up.
Am I up? All right, can you make a charisma save of 18, please, or be banished?
I can. Charisma save +0. So you watch as the spell goes off and it disappears for half a second, and you're like, oh shit, yeah. And then you watch as it just kind of like reappears.
What the hell?
As it burns one of
That
its
is not
legendary
promising.
resistances. Just why he has them. But that was a good idea. You're not sure how many more of those it could do, but
I mean, I think he was kind of over it when I just dispelled portal to an elder god in the last session. So
Like, sorry.
he didn't want that to happen again, I guess.
I was gonna say, in terms of epic monsters, legendary resistances are a DM's best friend. I do this thing. No. Try again. Do it 2 more times, and then it'll work.
I can do it a lot.
I'm serious. If you can get it to hit like 2 more times, he only gets 3 of them. So
Okay. Let's see. As a bonus action, I'm actually gonna cast whatchamacallit, what I did before, Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me for now.
Nice. Etrian, you're up.
Cool. I am going to conjure animals, and I'm gonna cast it 7th level, and I'm gonna conjure 3 giant octopuses.
Get it off of our boat.
Nice.
Nice.
We need to somehow pull it off the boat, or we're gonna die here. Or did we cast water breathing on everyone?
I do that every morning.
Okay, sick. Okay. Okay. I feel a little bit better. A little.
I roll initiative. I just want me to roll initiative as a group or one at a time, or do you want
Group. Definitely
group?
group.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the mini for you that might work. Let's see. Is it octopuses?
I'm gonna see if it has a better.
Oh, you know, I might have my kraken. They would just be tiny krakens. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hey man, they're giant. Come on.
No, I can fix this.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What are they considered in terms of a size?
Large.
Okay.
Why are they called giant? Misleading. It's very misleading.
And you let me know where you want them. I can move them.
Yeah, like surrounding it and like half a circle around it. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And their initiative is 15.
Sweet.
Am I allowed to use a reaction whenever I want?
Depends on the reaction.
I can cast a spell as a reaction.
What's the trick? Usually reactions have a trigger. So,
Uh,
like an opportunity attack you can do
like
if
me
someone moves out
reacting
of
to
your
the
space.
fact that this thing is attacking our boat.
What is it you're trying to do?
I mean,
Cast it again.
Warcaster.
Make you burn those legendary actions.
I'm pretty sure Warcaster. Let me look it up. I'm pretty
War-
sure it only works if it's like basically takes it to the place
an
of
attack
an
of opportunity.
Yeah.
So,
Opportunity.
no, that's fine. I'm absolutely stretching here.
I know. I appreciate it. I do.
Do you though?
Oh yeah, it specifically
you
says against
really?
opportunity attack, so you're good.
All right. This is good because I haven't DM'd in a long time before, so trying to make sure all my rules are still in place.
No, you're good.
Still remember them all. All right, Sheila, you're up.
Attack me, I dare you.
I'm also turning into a water elemental.
Nice.
I think Sheila is gonna still patiently rage and just hang back another round to see what Etrian's octopus do before she gets
Yeah.
out there and bumps along.
Okay, that sounds good. Finn, you're up.
All right, Finn's gonna run up to the little hole
Yeah.
in the hull, and he's gonna put his finger up to it. He's gonna say, "Zap," and he's gonna do a lightning ball.
Nice.
Okay. How big is the lightning ball?
20 foot radius, so 40-foot sphere.
1, 2,
That's a big boy.
3,
That hits me, I'm gonna
4,
be mad, but
5,
whatever.
6,
I mean, you
Well-
can aim it.
No, it'll be out.
Yeah.
12.
I mean,
I'm gonna do it at least 20 feet away from the ship so that it doesn't hit the ship.
I assume it won't hit the ship. I'm just curious if it's gonna hit the octopuses or not. I think it will.
Oh, for
If
sure.
if I saw this dude down here, then I would be doing it like in that direction.
Okay.
So it would probably hit that octopus.
Okay.
Oops.
Sorry.
My octopus.
Like that.
Finn like puts his finger up to the little stream and goes.
Okay. So you watch as it goes off. I need a deck save for your octopus, Etrian, and then I will give you deck saves for everything else.
Saving throw. Nope. All right.
Have them pull it off of the boat.
Uh, As Sheila
You
sees
got-
Finn doing this, she's gonna yell, "Oh, calamari!"
So 23 damage to one of them. So one of them's half dead.
Okay.
Well, almost half dead.
Takes 5. Save. Mhm. Save. Fail. Alright, so the one towards the edge saves. Only takes half. 11 damage. So it takes. Cool. Yeah. So you watch as it goes off and just electrifies all of the water around it. And it does affect the creatures within this space. Yeah. Do you want to do anything as a bonus action?
I'm gonna try and cover up like the leak with my hands, like just try and.
Yeah.
It.
Oh,
You,
I thought 12 made it stop.
yeah.
Oh,
11.
11 has like closed it up, so it's no longer spraying water through it. Uh,
okay. Then Finn would have put his hand up to like the metal and done that with the zap. So
Perfect. It is very conductive material. It is the octopus's turn.
They're all gonna try to grapple the green thing and pull it off the ship.
Okay.
So 3 just attack rolls.
So if they're grapple, are they grapple checks or? Uh,
So these ones are cool because if melee, if my tentacles are a melee weapon attack, if it hits, it does some damage. If the target is a creature, it is grappled with an escape DC of 16 strength. So it'll probably get out, but
so it just happens. Nice. I like it.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
So I'm gonna attack 3 times.
So it's like triple disadvantage.
Yeah,
Uh,
right. If it hits, it's not gonna hit.
So one of them does hit. The 11 and the 7 miss, but the 16 hits. So
Takes 7 damage and it's grappled.
nice.
And it's gonna try to use its movement to pull it away.
All right. I'm gonna say. Let me do damage before I forget.
oh, sorry, I'm converting sorcery points as a bonus action
Cool.
to get a spell slot back.
Um, I'll give. Yeah, I'll give it to you. How far can? Let's see. What's the movement of the squid? Or sorry,
60 swim
octopus.
feet.
Huh?
60 feet swimming.
60 feet. Okay. So if it moves it back,
So
yeah. Give me a.
pizza.
Because theoretically, the shove feature, I believe you can get like 10 feet. Shove 5e. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, da, ba. Ba, da, ba. Moving around other creatures. Attack, dash, disengage, dodge, help. Fuck you. Of course, choose a attack rolls. Oh, come on. Grappling. Target is grappled. Sees the rate of grapple check is if you seed. With speed zeroed. Shoving a creature. Okay. Uh, mm. If you win the contest, you either narrow the park tone or push it 5 feet away from you. Okay, so give me a strength slash athletics check for the octopus as it tries to
So-
drag this away.
Oops, that's not it. Can I use a luck point? It's not me technically.
I
You can use
I
them or
think
give,
so.
you can use them or give them to others.
Doesn't matter. So don't even worry about it.
Cast anything.
So you do tug it. I'll give you 10 feet as you pull it back 10 feet. And you watch as it kind of gets sucked off of the side of the boat.
I like that for us.
And it's just kind of like wriggling, like wiggling and wriggling, and yeah. Cool. All right. Now it's the random creature's turns. Okay, so the one in front of you, Etrian, is gonna take an attack at you.
Oh, I'm gonna move so I can get an
Okay.
attack anyways. But sorry, I'm gonna move 90 feet
Nice. Okay.
over to. Oh wait, hold on. So it can take its opportunity attack, but I'm gonna move over to this thing and attack it twice.
Cool. So it attempts to swing out at you. 10
Miss it.
probably.
AC 14.
Nice. All right, so it misses.
Brother?
All right, and then I'm gonna attack it twice.
The 21
Nice.
hits.
Octopus, you slam.
Sweet. Nice. All right, cool. So
And then
go ahead. All right, cool. So after that, you're gonna watch as this one's going to follow you and attempt to do that. These two, I should actually see if they can even get out of here.
no, that's down because that's concentration.
Oh, cool. So they're just gonna move. All right. They're gonna move towards the octopus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. This is gonna move towards here. Those are going to attempt to make tag on that. Those are sorry that. This is going to move up to the boat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So it dashes here. Okay, so those don't get to do anything. They just make it to the boat. All right. So we'll do the one on you first, Adrian. 17 hit.
Hits.
All right. One. Take 12 bludgeoning damage, and then an additional. Or no, it's just 12 acid damage, as it just kind of like slops along you.
I am resistant.
So you take half that. The two creatures on the back are gonna do the same things. These. Nice. So it's a 23 to hit that octopus and a
23 hits.
10. So just one. So the octopus takes 10 acid damage.
Is that the first one? Or no, the one on the bottom of the screen?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can.
Still up.
Nice. This one's gonna move. Yeah, it's gonna move out of this octopus's reach.
Sweet. So does it get a opportunity attack?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. How does an octopus have a higher AC? Oh, I guess because it's giant, so that makes sense. Hey, nat
Nice.
20. So it does 2d6 plus 3. Ah, man. So 12 damage, and it's grappled, so it can't move back to the ship.
Oh shit.
Fuck you.
thing's gonna fuck me up. All right, instead it's gonna attack the octopus instead. 9 misses. Cool. The other 3 are gonna attack the ship. 5 misses. Misses. Did I mess my to hit up? Oh, of course I have a +10. Fuck. Oh well.
Whoops.
I'm not gonna go back through all of those, but I will say one of them. I was rolling just the dex, not the plus. Anyway.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. Alright, it does. So the ship takes another 8 acid damage as one more of these creatures like slaps into it, and just like you can hear the bubbling and hissing as it's slowly tearing the metal apart. Um, the all right, now the big creature's turn. All right, it's gonna first attempt to deal with this octopus that's holding onto it. Gonna make an attack roll at it. Of course, it's a
13
God.
hits. It's a nat 1 though, right?
It's a
So
natural one, so it automatically misses. Yeah,
Yes.
it would have
The
hit.
only
That's
way
pretty
it could
funny.
have possibly missed.
I don't know how.
It was just shocked by the audacity of the giant octopus.
Yeah. How dare you, sir?
Uh, um, it's gonna try again. Actually, yeah, it's gonna try again. That's so silly. Okay, 20.
That definitely hits.
Alright, so it takes 2, 5,
I'm guessing I'm going. Yeah, just enough.
18. Okay, there's also acid damage. So
Oh well, then more than enough.
okay. So as the creature dies, it is now free of its grapple, and it's gonna move back to the boat. Take 2 more swings at the boat, or take 1 more swing at the boat because it
How
missed.
many?
3 at least.
Just 3. I forgot it missed an attack. So 29 hits, and then it does 2. Come on. 2, 5, 15 bludgeoning, and then another.
I'm sorry, but how are you poisoning a ship?
It's acid, not poison.
Yeah.
It's dissolving away.
It's designed to get through our ship.
So 15 bludgeoning and 12 acid.
Jesus.
How's the ship doing?
Not great. You'd say the ship is at about half health.
Oh my god.
As it is just it keeps hitting the same spot, and just like you can see rivets popping out, and like it hasn't done enough to like crack it back open yet, but you can see it's like
Do I have to come back in there?
well, you get to decide that now. Knockdown, it's your turn.
God. A second.
So could we consider the boat an NPC in this instance?
Yeah, does the boat have movement? Can we been running away this entire time?
I
No,
imagine
like
we have.
could I heal the boat?
So you can't
If you have
heal the
repair or
boat.
mending, you can.
Yeah,
right?
mending would work. The
Save
boat
the
has
boat.
been moving. It is a good point. I should have kept track of that. I'll
So,
try and keep track of it in the future.
like,
It's
is
kind
this
of adhered to
giant-
the side, so like
It doesn't really matter at that
Is this
point.
giant thing look like even remotely like injured?
Nobody's touched it, I don't think.
you guys have done
I
some
did.
damage to it.
Done some.
It's hard to tell considering it's just this like massive moving blob of shit, algae, whatever, acid. So it doesn't look like it's been that phased currently. But you guys have mostly been just staring at it from inside the boat, so. Your damage dealer is just hiding behind the wall. Shit,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do something probably ill-advised. I noticed that I'm basically like my precious ship, I just am gonna swim over. I'm going to take one swing with my moon touched Kopesh and a booming blade behind it. I
Nice.
believe it's a booming blade is the one I want. Does a 32 hit?
The fuck do you have a
It's
32?
a nat 20.
You didn't? Did you have advantage on the roll?
No, I don't know why I would have advantage.
Okay, so yeah, so 32 hits.
But it's a 32.
Holy shit.
Okay. That's what I mean. Yeah, anyways. So that's 11 plus 4 slashing plus 12 thunder damage, and I'm gonna throw 2d6 of force from an arcane jolt into it as well.
Okay, so
So it's 15,
15.
12, so it's 27 plus 7 is 33 damage. And then I'm gonna swing again, but I can't do the other two things a second time around.
Okay, that also 22 hits.
And then another 12 slashing damage.
So as you slash into this thing, you watch as it just sprays acid all over you and the ship as it's happening.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
we really need to get it off the boat.
between the two hits, I'll just do them together. Another 16 acid damage to you, knocked on into the boat.
And then my steel defender will attempt to repair again.
Nice.
13. Oh, and I checked the text. I do get the +2 because it just says any. Hold on, let me pull
Is it
up.
just anything? All right.
Well, it's 2d8 +2 hit points to itself or one construct or object within 5 feet of it.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize it was that specific. Cool. All right, cool. So it's 15, and I'll give you the 2 for the last one.
Awesome.
So yeah, you can see it is going crazy trying to like scamper all over the place to reinforce things and uh,
And you're gonna hear me yell from outside the ship. Where's Sheila?
Magpie, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am. Can I like cast where I am and try and hit it with things?
You can
Or
see it from you can see through like if you can see it and then a spell says within sight, you can cast through the ship. You don't have to so yes,
I don't have to go swing.
you can cast from within the ship.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to try and hit this thing instead of sitting here wasting time with your legendary actions. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
All right. So I'm casting Guiding Bolt. So it's going to take 39 points of radiant damage.
Woo! You do watch as the radiant damage slams into it. It kind of like penetrates it, but doesn't cause it to like ooze all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah. Good shit.
Sick.
Whatever you just did, it worked.
I hate it here. This thing needs to go.
The creature is also now glowing.
Yeah, great.
So I think the next attack has advantage because of guiding bolt.
You are correct. Yeah, whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Nice. Good.
Yes, and I'm gonna stay where I am because I feel as safe as I can be.
Etrian, you're up.
Okay. So this I'm gonna keep trying to pull it off the boat. So each of the squid's gonna attack, and I'm gonna attack twice, try to grapple it and move it away.
Okay.
With advantage.
Did
Is it? Oh yeah, they are flanked, right?
No, because of my guiding. Well, I mean, sure, because of that.
So
There's 3 of us.
the squids are on a separate initiative. They're at
Oh yeah,
15
I
right
forgot they're
now.
on 15, so it's just me.
Just
What
yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna.
You do have advantage on this attack though, or whatever you're.
Yes. Oh man, I don't know if this is the best idea, but yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple it and move it away.
Cool. All right. Nice.
So that's 1. So it hits. So yeah, that, and then strength check to try to pull it away.
Cool. All right. It's strength.
Uh, hmm. Can I use a luck point?
All right. Do you want me to reroll or do you want to reroll?
I want to reroll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
Lame.
Then I'm just gonna use my other attack to just hit it.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
No,
Why?
you just kind of tickle it.
Yeah, just gotta start getting absorbed into it.
Yeah. Oh God.
Okay. So, womp. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action, or?
Run away.
No, I got nothing else.
I mean, to be fair, it seems less interested than you, and for some reason more interested in this boat. But Sheila, you're up.
I wonder why.
Sheila is going to shrug and look at all the chaos outside and say, "All right, does it take an action for her to get outside?"
No, it just takes movement to get through the door. You guys don't need to.
Okay. Sheila comes outside,
Get him.
goes into a rage, and she's just gonna turn to the big poop stain and go, "God damn it," and recklessly swing. So, I'm gonna assume a 28 hits.
28 does it.
And yeah, 30. So let's see. Boom. That is 37 damage.
Nice, nice. 37 damage. And as you slash into it both times, you watch as it just starts spraying acid all over you. So you take another, or you take 6, take 27 acid damage, as does the boat.
God damn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, at this point, anyone in the boat is watching as there's like now multiple like little streams of water kind of like penetrating it as like rivets and stuff are being bursted off, and it just keeps like creaking more and more into a bigger bulge.
I'd be so mad if this ship sinks.
How is it gonna sink?
Yeah,
You
us
sink more?
too.
I'll kill you myself.
We're already underwater.
Rotation.
If it sinks even further, we're screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed until your breathe underwater goes away. I can breathe underwater.
I can cast it as a ritual every day.
So Finn, you're up.
I wish I could cast mend. I wish I could upcast mending.
Yeah.
That would make things so much easier.
I would
It's a
send
cantrip, so
right now, dude.
Goddamn cantrips. Shit. What do I do?
If I just use all my remaining spell slots to cast Mend.
Do you have any cleaning spells?
Yeah.
Can you precipitation acid?
Yeah. Can I clean this thing out of existence?
Can you conjure up acid resistant rubber just to
No.
wrap around the ship?
I'm afraid
Yeah.
not. Sorry. That would have been convenient while we were building the ship. I mean, fuck it. Let's do a thunderball.
Nice.
I have a GM question real quick. If Finn were to cast an ice ball, because it's ice and it's really cold and that acid came out, would it just like bump off like little acid ice blocks and then not do as much damage?
So you have noticed that ice damage and radiant damage don't cause it to spray when it's struck. Uh, so it is a, I guess, preferred method of dealing with this creature type of creature.
I got plenty of that.
Um,
Either
I think. It's a lot.
Yeah, Finn's gonna do. Let's see. He's gonna do a thunderball, and it's gonna be over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it'll. Oh shit. No.
circles everywhere. I know I can't even get rid of the last one.
It's gonna. Yeah. It's basically trying to hit these two and the big guy from the back,
Cool.
just in case he fucking sprays. And he's doing a thunderball, so like you're gonna see like a thing like start swirling between his hands, and then he's just gonna clap, and then like that space out in the water is just gonna like explode with thunder.
Nice. All right. Let's get some saves. All right. It's still a dex save plus
Still a
7.
dex. As much as that doesn't make sense.
16. So the big creature fails, and then the other creatures. There's as well. Fail. Nope. That's
Oh, nice.
18 plus 5. So that's a 23. So that does
That
succeed.
one passes.
Okay, so
So 39 and 19. Thunder damage.
so it does take one of them out completely. And the one that's still standing is looking real rough for the tiny creatures, and then the big guy only takes half damage.
I thought the big guy was first.
He was a 16. Oh, right, that's a fail.
Yep.
I'm like, that's his armor class. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why I did it like that. All right, plus 30. Okay, cool. This guy's gone completely. This guy's looking rough. Okay. All right. Squeedy's.
Which guy's looking rough? The big one?
No. This one in the back's looking
course not.
rough. This one's been beaten up. This one looks fresh as new.
What is this white circle?
That was the last spell that was cast that I can't seem to delete without deleting half of the fucking map.
Gotcha.
If you can get rid of it, by all means. You probably can't because I made it.
I cannot.
Wish I could. Yeah, anyway, whatever. It's there forever now.
Okay.
Octopus's turn.
Yep, just gonna keep trying to attack it and pull it away from the ship.
Okay.
So, is it flanked or is it too big to be flanked?
No, it is flanked by them. I will give you that. So
Nice.
they have advantage.
So hits. Do they both that 16 hit?
Yep, 16 hits. So the first one hits. Second one hits. Nice.
And then that's another. Jesus
No.
Christ, man.
Hey, dude.
So 17 damage, and then they both try to. If they both hit. They combine take him 20 feet back?
I'll say depending on how they do, or did we just do it as a flat move last time?
No, it was. I
contested.
think we did a contested.
Okay. Let me roll for him. His strength.
Do you have disadvantage since there's two of them?
I mean, I'll give you the chance. Like each one will go separately. So
Okay.
like, there's a chance he could move just 10 or.
16 and 11. I'm not rolling great tonight, everybody. It's not.
It's all
I
good.
mean, 1d20, but
Fails.
hey.
All right. So hey, look at that.
It's okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, you watch as it's now like both octopus drag it back and it like gets sucked off the ship and you guys feel it kind of like uh and it is now currently fighting between the two of them to try and get back to it, but seems to be out of range currently of doing any damage to the ship. Nice. All right. All the little guys are gonna keep doing what they've been doing. Um, this one's just gonna jump on Sheila. This one's also gonna jump on Sheila. These are gonna just hop on the octopuses because they're there. Well, okay, so we'll do octopus number 1. 25. All right.
Yeah, a nat 20 is gonna hit.
So that's 2d10 plus 5 instead of 1. 21 damage. Fuck.
Still,
Nice.
that's the first time that one got hit.
Nice. The one to the back of that one is gonna attempt to hit this one. So it's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that also hits.
Alright. Takes 13 acid damage. Sheila, the 2 on you. Actually, this one's gonna move here, so they have flanking. Advantage. First one's a 20 to hit. Second one's a 24 to hit.
Both hit.
Alright, so do the combined damage of the two. Take 23 acid damage between the two, and then the 4 down just kind of beating away at the bottom of the boat. We'll do this quick. 5 hits. 5 hits. 13. There, that misses. Misses. Hits. Okay, so 2 plus 10. 23 more damage to the ship. Cool. Alright, and now it's the big guy's turn. He is going to attempt to destroy these octopuses because they're holding him back from his delicious ship. Plus 12 to hit.
Again, he only misses on a nat 1. So
So first one's to the, I'll say this one. Then he does 2d10. It's 5. So 14 bludgeoning, and then another. Where is it? 3d8. 13 acid to that one. It's still alive.
yes,
All right, he's gonna hit it again.
they are both hardly there anymore.
That's. I mean, hey, you're wasting attack, so.
Yeah, that's all.
22 to hit, that hits, and then it does another. 22
It's dead.
All right, cool. And then its last attack, it will do at the other one. There.
It's
So,
already. It's dead.
okay, cool.
It had 3 left. You know?
I mean, to be fair though, that it spends its whole turn just destroying them, and then though it is free, it moves back towards the ship. 5, 10.
Would I get an attack of opportunity? No, I wouldn't. Damn.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, it just kind of like swims around you, and you can see one of its eyes is just staring at you from the back, while the other eyes are like all over the place.
Give it away.
Knockdown, you're up.
So I'm pretty mad that it got sucked away and is now just back. But can I see any visible damage or anything like that at this point?
To the ship?
Yeah.
Yes. It is very damaged. Like
And what about the the
Oh,
creature.
the creature. The creature's definitely. You're now seeing damage. It looks like it has been bloodied. You can see pieces of it aren't like. You can see like gashes and pieces of it as it like refolds and whatnot. And it seems smaller than it was in comparison. So it's probably been like pieces have been whittled away from it. It seems to have less eyes. Uh,
Okay, and you said the ship is at half
it's
at the
actually
moment.
currently more than half. It
Okay,
has about
so
100 hit points left.
I'm going to attempt to get away
Okay.
and go back inside the ship.
All right.
I'm
You're back
assuming
in.
I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, if you're within range of it. So. Nope.
13 does not hit. Excellent. So I'm gonna go back inside. Obviously, 11's gonna be hard at work. Just seriously?
Aw.
Oh, come on, really?
I mean, did you get the so +5?
That's plus TSOs, yeah. So, geez, I'm really.
It's struggling to keep up, I imagine. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
can tell
just
that.
it's got alarms going off and all sorts. And everyone inside the ship is hearing like boop boop boop.
Okay, and then so, um, I'm going to cast mending. So mending is kind of weird because it it just repairs like a single break or tear. So I'm gonna cast that on one of the tears.
Okay. Um, give me. I think we did this before, and we did 2d10 plus your spell casting ability.
Yep,
So
that
like,
sounds right.
so 2d10
So,
plus probably
are you serious?
whatever your intelligence is.
We're rolling.
So
Night,
that's
boy.
9.
That's
And
what kills
you know what?
We're all gonna die here.
I'm just gonna action surge and do it again. Jesus. Okay, well, still, and so, well, still terrible. So that's 16. The second one's 16. What the heck? Now question. Did you say you wanted me to use my spellcasting modifier or my proficiency bonus?
So it'd be because it's a spell. I'm saying your spellcasting modifier, so it'd be your intelligence. So like plus. I
Okay, so
assume it's
here's a
+5.
question. This turn is fine. I'm asking this for the next turn, assuming we don't die before then.
I mean,
We'll
you
be
guys are all
fine. It's
doing
the
fine.
ship that's in trouble.
Could I use my just like ability to repair things and then do a roll against my proficiency bonus the next turn around?
Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, if you want to spend your action actively repairing the ship versus just casting something at it, I think.
Great. Okay. Hopefully I'll do better next time.
uh, cool. All right, Nocton's turn. Magmar, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna try guiding bolt again.
Okay,
22 hit.
that hits.
I'm gonna take 26 more radiant damage, and the next person's gonna have advantage. And then I'm gonna move myself. Ooh. Nope, that's not what I want. Down here.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
Adrian.
Cool. So this stuff's not working well, so I'm gonna move right here. I'm not gonna leave this thing's line of attack. And can I angle a 60-foot line and not hit Sheila?
What are you trying to hit with it besides not Sheila?
I'm trying to hit these, or yeah, basically these three right here.
I mean, I'd say you could definitely get. I'd give you everything in that area, but you definitely also hit Sheila, or you could try and like skirt it over and essentially
Sheila,
hit.
how's your con saves?
Oh, I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
Just let it rip.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, he's gonna like, I don't even think he can see Sheila over there.
To be fair, you probably can.
Sheila's just gonna yell, "Fuck it, we're doing it."
All right, so
Live.
I'm casting Sunbeam. So I swim over there and I use Wild Shape to drop my elemental form, and I start rifling around my bag and pull out a magnifying glass, and then from my hand, like a beam of brilliant light flashes out from my hand in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature must make a Constitution saving throw of 19. On a failed save, it takes 66 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn.
Oh shit! All right, all right. We'll do the little ones first because those are not nearly as constitutive. We'll see if those will get blasted.
Took you guys long enough to bring out the heavy hits. Jeez.
Hey,
Oh, they're all lined up now.
Had to
Fair.
wait for the perfect moment. All right, so plus
remember there's 4 more at the bottom of the boat. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get.
so I'm going to move down
Yes,
there
okay.
next.
all right, so save of 3, 16, 16. All right, so the little ones,
Son of a... Oh,
the
those little ones. Okay.
let's say
Last...
the one at the end saves.
Yeah. Did the big one didn't roll?
And then the big one, he has a higher save. 14
Yay.
still fails.
Sick.
23 damage.
Nice.
So everything in that line takes 23 damage. Oh, Sheila, you have to make a Constitution saving throw as well. Of 19. Oh no.
Oh, what the shit?
So you took 23 radiant damage and you're blinded until the end of my next turn.
And a save is
Until my next turn.
Lots of ones
But
today.
the
Jeez.
green one does have guiding bolt on it still, because that doesn't count as an attack roll, so you still have advantage.
That's true. And it was half on a save, right? And the save was 19.
Yeah,
Okay, so 10,
11.
11. Thank you. I do math.
How's that thing looking?
Let me
Can
add
we
this.
tell?
You can tell it is looking worse. It definitely, you'd say you've probably done like 3/4 of its health at this point. About. It's looking pretty beat up. It seems still like fervorous about doing what it's doing, but it's losing its ability to like hold itself together essentially. Like parts
There's
of it
also falling apart. There's also a 30-foot radius of bright light and another 30 feet of dim light around me.
Okay. Cool. All right, that they saved. It has. All right, cool. Sheila, you're up. It is glowing right in front of you.
I'm blinded, and I'm just gonna recklessly attack so I can attack straight. Just fuck it. So does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing twice because I know it's still got juice. So there's a 15 hit.
Also hits. You're
All
swinging.
right.
Thankfully, this thing is huge. It really doesn't matter where you swing.
So that is 30. 3.
Nice. And then it lets loose a spray. Each hit. So you take 20 acid damage as it like all over the place.
Do they take damage from acid?
The other creatures?
Yeah.
No.
Are they immune to it now?
They do not seem affected by it at all.
Son of a...
I'm definitely getting acid resistance running after this bullshit.
Yeah.
I've literally just been acid cocking the fucking past 3 sessions.
Cool. Sheila, you all set?
Oh yeah.
Finn, you're up.
All right. Finn is gonna do a little trick. This guy. So you're gonna see Finn like running left and right, like along the portholes, like trying to see everybody that's out there, trying to like do some angling. And Finn is gonna cast slow.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm
I don't know
feeling
why I didn't do this before, but like, duh.
Tell me about it. I don't know why I used control water instead of Maelstrom opening this thing up. That was just dumb. It's 10d6 versus 2d8 damage or something stupid.
So 3 of these little things and the big thing, I'll make a wisdom save.
Alright, let's see. Wisdom. We'll do the little ones first. So 20, 12. 20, 12, and a 13, so 2 fail. So we'll say
2 are slowed.
this one was outside of the other 2. Slow.
And then the big boy.
Slow. And then it's a wisdom save. It's not very wise. Saves.
You son of a bitch.
Can I use a luck? I have it reroll.
Do you have any left?
Yeah, I have 2. I only used 1.
I don't want to say it would be a waste, but it would be a waste.
Alright.
Because I would just still make it not get slowed because I'm not fucking with that shit.
But you'd still have to burn a resistance.
It is true.
Yeah.
So you could maybe get that out of me. It's up to you.
Yeah, screw it. I'll use 1.
All right. So
1 left.
so it fails. So you do burn another legendary resistance as you see as it starts slowing down and then like it like pulses and like you can see it like shake off the spell effect. But
I don't remember if that's 2 or 3. Or the banishment.
it's 2. So it's got 1 left. Alright, cool. Finn. Alright, so 2 of these are blinded. This one's gonna swing wildly at you with disadvantage, Etrian. 12.
Misses.
The one next to the boat is gonna swing wildly at the boat with disadvantage. 5. Misses the boat, swings in the wrong direction.
Oh, the big one's blind. Is the big one blind too?
So the big one is also blinded. I'm saving that one for last. Yeah, because that one technically goes after all the little guys. So yeah, but he is also blinded. This one is not blinded. Is gonna swing at the boat. That hits. We'll do all the boat ones at once. That hits. That hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. That hits. 5. Alright, I'll just do all that damage at once. This one's gonna move. Actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Just out of reach. Dashes the rest of the way there. Alright. So I had 5 hit. 5d10 plus 25.
What?
It's all the damage combined. That's
No,
I know it sounds like a lot.
adds up.
I mean it is a lot. So, as you guys are dealing with the creature, the big creature, you don't notice until all of a sudden now a stream starts spraying in from the backside of the boat as all of these creatures are like piling onto this one spot, just like dumping acid onto it essentially. The creature is
hurting
going
my
to
soul.
the creature is going to swing. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good.
This creature is going to swing wildly towards the boat with disadvantage. 26. Misses. 22, so 2 hit. Alright. Just do all that damage at once. 2d10 plus, I guess, yeah. 4d10 plus 5 plus 10. 4 plus 10. 41, and then another 68 acid. 55. Woo! So it is visibly leaking now, as it is now cracked through, and it's like you can see a stream of water starting to pour into the ship. It's not so much that you couldn't close it back up, but it's to the point where like you guys are your feet might be starting to get wet, or you're watching as it's like going and like starting to dip down into the bilge area, and you're watching as those pumps turn on and start trying to get all of the water out of the ship. Nocton, it's your turn.
Well, 11's gonna do his thing. Okay,
Nice.
that's more like it. So 13. And okay, so how do you want me to do this? I'm going to ask if, like the 10 other people who are actually on board,
Okay.
if I can be like basically using my expertise to sort of direct them to do things.
Okay.
Is going to be like the action I would like to take. As I'm also repairing. So how would you like me to roll this? I can use my tools. I can do.
Yeah, give me we'll say it'll be a determination of how efficient you are at basically navigating all of the people. And I would say it could either, yeah, I think whatever your tool check is, like crafting check or whatever, um, will essentially be how many people you have helping you, and for every person you have helping you, um, like they'll get an additional D6 um, worth of help. So, let's just make it if you can beat a 30 all 20 or all 10 people on like there's a lot of people on the ship, but some of them are running around like with buckets and stuff, and some but yeah, I'll say there's 10 that are currently actively listening to you. If you
Okay,
can hit a
so
30, all 10 will
I
be
do
working.
get advantage, thank God.
Um,
I can't get a 30, but I do double my proficiency bonus, so I got a 28.
Nice. So yeah, so I'll say
Yeah.
like 9 out of the 10. That's pretty close.
Okay, so I'm like, so I don't know who's in there to be honest. I'm like, you rivet those plates over that crack. You get that wood, stuff that crack over there. I need more rivets over here. I need that piece of metal. And just like screaming, like as I like hammer things into the walls. I'm like more emotional and frantic than anyone has ever seen me.
Nice.
Still not very emotional or frantic, to be fair.
No, yeah, I'm like I am moving faster than I usually do, and like clearly, I'm less like hyper focused on whatever's in front of me than I usually do, and so that was one action, and I can't do actions. There's more than once, right? There's just once, right? Yeah, and okay, so yeah, that's good enough for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I should have had you roll, but yeah, so I'd say you end up they do like 32 worth of repairs plus an additional I'd say 5 for your intelligence modifier, like a typical repair. So it's like you can see it is definitely making a difference. That big stream has been stopped and it is now just back to like little trickles. Seems like the boat is hanging on.
If it was at half health, that was like a drop in the bucket. But
Might be just what we need, though.
I was gonna say it's gonna be down to the wire at this point. Magmar, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna move to there. Ooh, that scared the
heck was
fuck
that?
out of me.
What was that?
I'm trying.
That was a fireball.
Contact my god here.
I
Oh!
wish I was recording that.
I'm gonna contact my god.
Conveniently, we were recording that.
Oh, right. I'm gonna take that sound clip. Monster sound.
So I'm gonna contact my god.
Okay. Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
fuck! It
Divine-
worked.
Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna ask him to please repair our boat in the best way that he can.
Okay. So Damn.
I'm just like over there. I'm holding my holy symbol, like praying, and like my hair starts to like light up bright red, and then just this like little like fiery face appears before me.
Yeah, you just see, and maybe I don't know if you've heard him speak before or not, or you just see the like image of them, and they kind of like the face nods and then like looks over to the boat, and you can see like you watch as all of a sudden like all of the boat starts. And Nocton, this might be a little off-putting to you, as like maybe you're working on something and like you have to drop.
I got this.
You have to like drop your tools as you watch as like the exterior of the boat starts heating up, like, and it starts almost to the point where it's like glowing red, and you watch as like all of the metal heats up as if it was in a forge, and you watch as all of the pieces start like bending back into place, as like the thing starts moving back. Anyone who's near it, you're sweating your brains out, but like you're watching as it like and like all the holes plug up, and you watch, and it gets to the point where like you watch as like this. It feels like it's happening in like 6 seconds, but it like looks like in slow motion because of how like grand it is, and you watch as the entire boat reseals itself back to 100%. It
I'm
almost
just
looks
like,
better than it was before.
Finn darts his eyes over at Magmar, just
so
like
essentially he
horrified.
welded the entire
I
ship
got it,
together.
guys. I
Yeah.
got it. And then
What
before
the hell was that?
Is there a reason you did not tell me about this before?
I didn't know if it would work.
Acceptable.
And then I'm gonna hold a bonus action, which is gonna be holy weapon, and I'm gonna call over to Sheila and like ask her to come over here before she starts attacking shit again, and I'm gonna holy weapon her weapon, and she'll have an additional 2d8 radiant damage every time she hits something.
Nice. Damn. Fuck, you guys got so lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you, but
Yes.
All right.
That's not
Adrian.
working a lot.
All
You're
right,
up.
I'm gonna move to right here, and then generate another blast of light that hits all of these things, and they have to make that same Constitution 19 saving throw.
Okay. I'll do the little guys first, because they are.
Excuse me.
Okay, Sheila passes. You take half of 23.
Do I become unblinded?
Yeah, at the beginning of my turn, you stop being blinded.
Sick.
All right. So they all fail. All the little ones fail, and then the big one is plus 10. Also fails. Ray is a
Moves.
19, right? Yeah. So.
Yep, thanks to my new item.
And then they all take 23 damage. All right. So the man, that one's so close. The one next to Sheila dies. This one. The one over here dies. So you watch just two of them just burst.
Fuck yeah.
And then, yeah, the one right in front of you, Etrian, is looking rough, and Sheila, the one right to the side of you, the little one, is looking real bad. And then the big fucker is really starting to. It's still holding together, but it's like it's probably shrunken pretty like visibly in size.
Okay. I'm going to move then.
Okay.
To a little better area. I'm gonna move so like up and over because we're in water, so I can go like above this giant thing.
Mhm.
30 feet out for Misty Step. It's a bonus action.
Nice.
And then 35 feet swimming speed to get over to here.
Okay. Cool. Boom.
Oh wait, probably move myself, huh? God damn it.
All right. Cool. Did you
So-
do that,
Right there.
Sheila?
All right, I am going to take out that little nuisance guy. So I'm assuming 24 hits.
Yes,
Is that
They're also
18
blind, so you have
damage?
advantage.
that's true. but it didn't matter because that one's dead. You just slash through it. You do get sprayed with a
Alright.
little bit of acid.
That's dead.
Take 6 damage from 6 acid damage.
Boom. Alright, then I'm going to swing a big guy. 19. Boom, 22 damage for that. And then I get that, what, 2d8? What's
So
that
do you
radiant?
move over to Etrian to try and gain your holy weapon before
No,
this?
Magmore.
Or Magmar, sorry.
There.
The names.
That is up to you, barbarian.
You'll
I'm
take
just
an
gonna,
opportunity attack if you leave.
Get
That's
to
the only
me.
thing.
I'll just hack and slash. Let's do it straight. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Alright, so it's gonna take the damage. 22. And as you do, it sprays out 17 acid damage on you. Alright, cool. Finn, you're up.
So Finn is gonna do a freezy ball
Nice.
on these two guys.
Okay. Well, one just dies.
At
'cause-
yeah, this is gonna be at this is yeah, let's do fuck it. Let me use my 7th level spell.
Woo! Fuck. Alright.
Yes.
Get me some deck saves. +7. 25. So
Ah, balls.
it does
So
save.
is that 19?
That sounds right. Whew. Let's get down to the wire.
19 cold damage. And as a bonus action, can I ether blast through the window or will I break the window?
What is that?
Just a window.
Eldritch blast.
I don't see why not. It's a spell. So like,
Doesn't affect objects.
is it?
Okay,
It's
cool.
yeah. I was gonna say I don't think you can. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever.
All right.
Put your hand up to the window.
Yeah.
I believe all of those hit, right?
Yep. All of those hits. Another
So
13 damage.
13 force damage.
Nice.
Kill it. Kill it.
As like the freezer ball like doesn't kill it, he's gonna be like, "Fuck it,
Uh,
die!"
The little ones in the back are gonna just keep going at it. I'm gonna do
Oh, I
this.
got something for their asses.
I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, no, I'll do them separate. All right, 1, 2, 3. 3 hit. So let's still do the damage together. 3, 33. Cool. Then the big guy is gonna actually being kind of upset about the big hole it was building for itself being disappeared and not really enjoying what's happening to it is gonna look over to Sheila and
He's blind.
he's gonna feel over to Sheila
Don't
do this with disadvantage. It's gonna attempt to engulf you. Disadvantage.
let him, Sheila.
25. So it like just
Yeah.
feels towards you and just starts like sucking you in.
What a mistake.
With disadvantage?
That was with disadvantage. So it rolled a 19 and a 13. And then as you get sucked into it, you take 15 bludgeoning damage as it like crushes down onto you, and then it's gonna start moving away from the ship with you inside it.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So if one of you are watching, you watch as this thing just engulfs Sheila and starts taking off. Um,
By any chance, is it translucent?
is the creature translucent?
Yes.
It's
Like, can I see Sheila?
you could try. I'd give you a chance because it's not completely solid, but it's also not like easily seen through. Like there
Okay,
may be a point where like as it ripples, there's an opportunity to see it.
gotcha.
But yeah, Nocton, is your turn.
Well, now that I'm sort of like looking around a little bit bewildered that this happened, I'm assuming that there's a little bit more damage I gotta oh no, because he cleared everything. There's a couple on the back, right?
Yeah, there's a couple on
those
the
are all
back.
brand new.
There's a few new like nicks and bumps, but
Yeah, so I mean 11 will just sort of zip off and do 7 points of repair on those. I'm gonna immediately run to the back of the ship and cast heat metal
yes.
at these two, the section where those two are.
Okay. Uh,
I can do level 2.
nice.
DC 18 and then
Come
10 fire damage.
How far away are you from me?
3.
I mean,
Oh,
the big guy. Oh,
sorry.
You gotta be kidding.
nice.
Okay, so I guess half damage
So
on the
5 fire damage.
All right.
Oh, you bum.
I know, right?
Of course. And that is gonna be it.
Nice. All right. Magmar, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna try and kill this thing. I don't know how much health it has left. I'm gonna cast Firestorm at it. It's got to make a dex save of 18 or take half of this damage.
All right. Dex save. +7. Fails.
39.
So it's gonna use its last legendary resistance to succeed, but it still takes 19 damage because otherwise
Of course.
it
Of
would
course.
have died.
Wait a second. Because
Oh.
Firestorm, doesn't it create a bunch of contiguous 10-foot squares of fire?
Yeah, 10
And-
foot cubes.
This thing's bigger than 10 feet, so couldn't you just wrap it on, like have it just kind of go underneath as long as they're all touching?
Yeah,
You could hit it multiple times.
is that how that works? Because I could absolutely annihilate you in one fell swoop. Because I could kill you. I could hit you with 10 cubes of 7d10s worth of damage.
I think it doesn't matter. Like if you're in it,
I
you're
think
in
it's
it. You
just
can't get any
7d10 no
more
matter.
burnt. Yeah, in an area that consists of
Here,
10
here
foot
it
squares.
says a storm made up of sheets of roaring flame appears in your location. You choose within range. The area storm consists of 10 10-foot cubes, which you can arrange as you wish. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Each creature in the area must make a dex save or take 7d10.
Yeah.
So now they're all different squares. Would they trigger different dex saves?
No. Otherwise, that would be a dumbly broken spell.
That would be wild, right?
Yeah.
You could set it up in a way where it still like is gonna have to like try and get out of it. Or no, it doesn't stay. It just disappears. Okay, yeah. So it just erupts and does a bunch of damage to this. And you guys watch as like all of this fire erupts and then just there's like steam everywhere. But yeah. Etrian, it's your turn.
Nice.
He's literally almost dead. Do you have anything long range?
I got it, probably. Hold on.
Fuck
It just
this
kicked me
thing.
out.
He has Sheila. I feel like she
All right. I
Yes.
am going to move 35 feet. So up to there. And then I'm going to Misty Step right there, and then I'm gonna hit it again with Sunbeam.
Nice.
So it has another Cons 19 or take an undetermined amount of damage. 29 damage.
Fuck yeah.
So you watch as with that. How do you want to do this?
Hell yes.
I just start kind of sweeping through it around Sheila, and the sun like is magnified and cuts it into pieces, like incinerates it.
Nice. Yeah, it just bubbles up and acid and all sorts of gross, nasty shit is like in the water as the just like it breaks apart and starts like separating and these just chunks. And yeah, Sheila, you are now just covered in acid, but as the water kind of washes you off, free. And I'll
Hey,
say
Sheila.
I'll say for the purposes of it being 8:30 and the fact that you guys will decimate the rest of them pretty quickly, I'll say as the crew takes care of the last stragglers, we're gonna head to break, and then we will be back shortly. So hang on. And we're back as the crew successfully dispatches of this weird algae dissolving creature.
Let's get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Um, you guys all find yourselves back at the boat. A few minor repairs remain for the last little bits and pieces, but it is actually it's in pristine shape now.
Gonna look over and knock and be like, "Who'd have thought fire is good at fixing stuff?"
I'll admit I was aware that we could melt the metal together. However, I did not have a large enough source, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime when it works.
Like Nocton's upset someone else fixed his boat.
Yeah.
I am not upset. I simply would have done it differently, but I cannot complain as we were close to dying.
Fair enough.
We would have survived.
This
Yeah,
actually may, in fact, strengthen this ship. So I am not. I am grateful for the change. It just makes it slightly more difficult to maintain. That is all.
Mm.
What do you mean?
Well,
The majority of my access panels have been welded together. However, I will
that's-
work around it.
My bad, dude.
I could turn into a fire elemental and try to.
No.
Melt it.
It was
No more
necessary.
fire. No more fire.
I will make it work. Yeah, please leave the ship alone. I can do it. I can manage.
I'm gonna go get a nap real quick and then go back to pulling the ship.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Is a nap an option? And I have I'm just covered in acid residue.
Yeah, we need to rest though.
Hey, you guys go to bed. I'll keep watch.
All right. Yeah. Or a short rest, long rest, whatever we can do, and then get back out and start pulling the boat.
Yeah,
Trying to get the hell out.
Phantasma. I didn't really do it for scale in terms of the whole playing field because it would have gotten complicated. But Phantasma was pulling the boat that entire time to try and keep moving you guys. So the boat is still moving though slowly. And yeah, you guys can all kind of settle in, take your short or long rests, and um, the rest of the day goes pretty smoothly. You guys essentially kind of move out into open ocean and keep a much bigger gap between you and the mountain at this point. Though a little bit more work, um, and a little bit slower, it does keep you kind of out of harm's way for the remainder of the day. And then, as the day kind of comes to an end, it picks back up the next day. You guys are able to keep moving. It's uh, Phantasma eventually, as you guys settle in for the night, Phantasma is like, so if I remember correctly, and I think I do, we should get there tomorrow. Um, I'm hoping it is as I had previously left it. It might take a little bit of searching once we get close to find the exact location.
They have teleportation circles there, right?
Well, so my plan is to stow the ship in my old druid grove, and then it won't be far from there to the city, but that way we don't just ride up to the city with a big boat, because I can't imagine they would necessarily I don't necessarily want to attract that much attention right away. I mean, maybe once we settle in and I can find my old contacts, we can move the ship over, but for the purposes of kind of easing in, I think this is the best bet. So I we purposely had the Druid Grove in a place where it was difficult to find. So it might take a little bit of searching in terms of which nook and cranny it was. I'm gonna have to get down there and stare at it for a little while, but um, otherwise I think we should be close. Um,
Would it be possible for someone to explain a location to you so that you can become familiar with it for a spell to work?
what spell?
Find the path.
Oh, I think Find the Path does have that sort of a feature.
This spell, well, I don't remember how to set it. Whatever. This spell allows you to find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific location, fixed location that you are familiar with on the same plane of existence. If you name a destination, a destination that moves, or a destination that isn't specific, the spell fails. and that's it. And then if you can if you are familiar with it, you can if as long as on the same plane of existence as the destination, you know how far it is and in what direction it lies, and always know the best path.
All right. If the shortest, most direct physical route is.
So what's the definition of familiar?
Yeah,
Right. That's the. It's
Like I'm familiar with Italy. I've never been there.
right. That's a fantastic point. That's
Why
what
don't
I
why
was
don't we
going
just
for.
why don't we just ask Magma's god to bring us there?
Well, hold on. Ready? Let's see. Shits and giggles.
Well, to be fair, once you use it, it doesn't work again for a week. If I remember if I remember the ability correctly,
I'm pretty sure once it's successful, that's true.
there is a bit of a cooldown period on it. You're muted, Magmar. You're muted.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It just doesn't work very often. So
No,
it's
I totally get it. Like, I played a cleric. It was
7 days.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast this and see what happens.
So give me a. I'll say yes. Phantasma attempts to explain it to you, and give me a insight check to see how well you understand what she's describing.
Who
Right.
needs a low point? Didn't matter.
I'd say it's
Guided?
good. I'd say it's good
Wait,
enough.
wait. I'm gonna bless. Can I bless you? Plus
Sure.
4?
Sure.
Plus a D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
nice.
30-20.
Yeah. So you're like you're casting the spell and like listening to her talk, and you're like, you're trying to picture it in your head, and then as Magmar kind of taps you on the back, you're like, oh, it all makes so much more sense, and just like instantly clicks. Um, and yeah, so you guys are able to, you hop up in the front of the boat with Phantasma, and you start navigating around and like making the remainder of the way to this location. And as you kind of like round a corner, what you see is I'm gonna pull up my description. Um,
Actually, you would have never passed geography if it wasn't for Mags.
Yeah.
True story. Well, this is all very weird to me, but once you get used to it, it's kind of like just a forest underwater, you know?
True.
Is that what you said, Mags?
Yes.
Oh, you're quite the wise cleric.
It's rare.
So you there's my description. So as you round the corner and Phantasma's like, this is talks to you, Etrian and Shark. This is it. This is definitely it. You round the corner and it is this very it's kind of like cut into the side of this mountain, and it's this kind of like cove cavern esque. Um, and it's obviously it's been pitch black, but as like the ship lights start lighting it up, you see this very elaborate area laid out that would have been gorgeous, you assume. And there's like a uh, dugout area that had kind of what seemed to be ruins of some sort of statue or altar. However, as you guys start seeing it, um, it is just desolated. It has been totally destroyed. The what you assume to be altar or structure of some sort that was have been in the middle of this area has been collapsed, and it's just pieces of rock. There's no living life, like there's no plants or anything, just like dead fallen over things. You see like what seems to be almost like a dead like like white corals that have all died. There's and it's just totally devoid, and you can see what seems to be like there's like two passageways that go deeper into the mountain, and one of them has been sealed up with like a very like intricate seal on it that seems to have been like constructed very purposefully. And as you kind of like the whole boat gets in and kind of like you settle it down, uh, Phantasma pops out of her shark form and is like,
Yeah. Etrian's holding back tears at all the destruction and just how terrible it is. Just kind of like softly, it reminds me of home.
Oh no.
uh, yeah, Phantasma, you can see like her eyes start watering up in the water, and it's just like she's like, "What happened? What? It? There's nothing. It just." And she like moves back towards the ship and like hops back in the ship and gestures for you to join Etrian. And
Mhm.
as she just kind of gathers everyone, she's like, "Well, this is it. This is the location. I knew it.
Can anyone here check for illusions? I would like to not miss an opportunity just in case there's some sort of trickery going on here.
Oh, that's a good
Well,
point.
well, this place looks great. Yeah, that might be a good call that you're in. Or no, it might be a good call Nocturne. And Finn's gonna do true seeing.
There you go.
Okay. Um,
He blinks and his eyes start glowing.
so you kind of like take a big gander across all of the wreckage, and it is not an illusion. It is very clearly it has been destroyed. Um,
Is there anything like at all anywhere going on here?
so as you kind of pass by, you like look at all of the destruction. You're like, God damn it! And then you get to that same sealed um,
Mm-hmm.
tunnel, and it seems like it has. You see, kind of like you can see through it. It seems like there's actually you can see through it, and you can see there's actually another barrier, another like 10 feet further in that is much more roughly constructed. Um, it seems like it was just kind of like stone piled on like rubble and whatnot piled on top of itself to like kind of like quickly seal it, and then you can make out the seal at the front of it has um, was been very intricately like you assume it was like a melded stone spell of some sort, and then it was magically enchanted to make it essentially impenetrable to like move through. Um,
Hmm.
so that's really all. Everything else just looks like destruction, unfortunately.
All right. Well, also point of order. Can Finn have been like very or like paying attention to every detail on the way here? Because I
Yeah,
have like my background description is I have the wanderer thing, so like excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall general layouts of terrain and whatnot.
Smart.
So I can get back here if I need to.
I'd say yeah. With that, you definitely took notes as you went down, maybe physically or mentally, and every time you noticed that uh, Phantasma would like take a turn or kind of stop and pause, you'd notice what landmark she was looking for, and then continuing.
Yep.
So yeah, you definitely feel like
Uh,
you could get here.
I'd like to do some sort of investigation, um, looking for some remnant technology, rubble, etc.
Okay,
29.
that's pretty good. Uh,
Not bad.
not bad, yeah. um, so you do you kind of like do it from the boat, or do you hop out of the boat? Kind of
No,
like
I would like be like wandering around among the like broken
okay.
pieces, attempting to discover something.
So with that check, definitely you take a very deep and very intense look into all of the destruction that happens, and you can see it seems like it was kind of directional almost, like very front to back, as if there was some sort of conflict that was happening. Because there's a lot of damage in the middle, and then you can see like a lot of damage along each because it's kind of like a mostly enclosed circle. Um, I should have drawn it out to be honest, but uh, I'll do a quick. So like, I'll move you guys to clean page. You don't need to like worry about adding anything to this, but like, so it's like kind of a half circle. So there's like an entrance here, and then there's two caves that kind of like exit out the back of it. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So you notice there's a lot of like between the sealed off cave and the entrance, there's a lot of like damage to like these walls and like these walls, as if it was some sort of conflict that happened kind of in this sort of a direction. Um, you see a lot of that. You do see very interestingly, like it's something that maybe is really you've never seen something like this specifically before, or maybe you're trying to like put two and two together, but you see like holes in the stone that are very clearly like very smooth and very precise in lots of them, kind of all over the place, and you can see how they had been kind of like, and the damage goes probably about a foot, half a foot to a foot deep in each one of them, and it's like very, and they're kind of like they're scattered all along this wall specifically, like this side. Um, so you assume there was some sort of weapon that made these, uh,
But
and
I
then
would have no idea what type of weapon could make that.
it, it's you'd assume it's got to have some magical aspect to it because of how consistent all of them are. Like even what you would assume to be like a firearm wouldn't make this kind of like obviously it wouldn't be a firearm underwater, but
So
like
it
it
would be
doesn't seem
pretty
like
obvious
that.
that it was some sort of advanced technology plus magic that did it.
Yes. Yeah.
Would I be able to tell if it appeared to be Gith in nature?
You take give me an investigation check as you're
Okay.
looking around for signs of Gith.
17.
It's whatever happened a while ago, and you don't see any specific things that would have pointed to Gith. Um, you the technology that Nocton is pointing out doesn't seem like something you've ever experienced with the Gith before.
Okay.
So maybe it leans you to not that, but you can't like fully rule it out one way or another.
That's fair. Yeah, this doesn't look this is probably ain't the Gith. It doesn't look familiar to me unless they got some kind of new technology a long time ago.
Can I make a survival check
Yeah.
or nature check or something to try to tell what was coming at? Like, I'm making assumptions that they were firing and fighting whatever was coming out of that hole, but was it another troop of people or was it like a giant creature attacking?
Yeah. I'll say either one would work. So whichever you.
And I'm gonna use a luck point. Damn,
Oh, man.
never works for that. Oh, not often. It was one time, but anyways, a 20.
Um, so you do see, um, obviously a lot of the whatever happened had, warrant like has faded with time, but
Mhm.
it does seem like you do see kind of you look and you see a lot of smaller indents on this side, like on the entrance side,
Mhm.
whereas on the opposing side, the tunnel side, I don't say exit side, but it seems like one like deep slot like cut through. I don't know how to say it. This way, it doesn't look. I don't want to say a worm because it would. I don't want to give you the wrong impression as to what it was. But like, if you've ever seen like a worm or a snake like move through sand and it leaves kind of that like.
So it looks
Bro.
like a creature was coming out of that as like it was its burrow, like a giant something.
Yes, yeah, that would
Okay.
be like. It it doesn't necessarily look exactly like you'd assume like a snake would have looked because it's not like a perfect slither pattern or anything like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because it's underwater, so it's gonna be hard to tell
Does it
what.
look as if it was created by something mechanical?
No. Not coming out of this side.
Etrian, do you point out that like that slither pattern?
Oh yeah, I would be like, holy shit! I think it's something enormous just being walled up.
Finn's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, that makes much more sense." All
Phantasm,
right.
are there legends of giant creatures in this area?
So, real quick, everyone, beyond this neatly sealed up wall is a quickly made makeshift wall behind it. So somebody was trying to trap something in there.
Looks like they managed to push it back a bit, build that wall to buy themselves some time, and then build the better wall.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So our working theory is there is something inside of this structure.
That we
Yeah.
should probably leave alone.
We should leave.
So where is the magical city of technology?
Not the fuck here.
Phantasma's like,
Disappointing.
you can see she's still like struck and kind of walking around almost a little zombie-like, looking at everything and then looking at the
Try to
whole.
comfort her a little bit. I'm sorry about your home.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yes, Nocton, you're right. There's missions to be had. All right. Well, I think at least for tonight we're good leaving. It seems like whatever has happened a while ago, and that seal should hold. So we'll leave the ship here tonight, and then we'll begin the journey to the city tomorrow. It's only insert AJ's time frame here. Away from the the Druid Grove. Uh, and
Meta gaming.
I know. I think it's only a days away if I remember our discussions, but it might be a little bit further than that. It might be like a couple days. Um, but yeah, so she's like, but we can definitely head there first thing tomorrow. Uh, yeah, uh, yes, let's. That would be a good distraction. As she kind of looks around one more time. Um,
Are you okay? Do you need something?
I
Have a,
just,
have a drink.
yes, that actually sounds like a great idea. Uh, um, and then goes to look for alcohol and realizes having next drank all of it. No.
Well, calm down.
I'd share the
If
stash.
that's the case, I
my
can
room.
create more. It's fine.
No. Uh,
Take out the hidden stuff that I've been buying, skimming off of the funds for the shit for the booze and narcotics, just for this very occasion.
So yeah, as the evening kind of progresses, a toast to what was the gorgeous druid grove that existed here. I'm gonna leave it here unless you guys have anything else you want to kind of deal with.
I think that Nocton's going to spend some time documenting uh the structure. Like examining if there are magical runes he can see, using identify, etc. But I don't know if he'll find anything or not. But he's going to at least sketch it out and sort of document its current condition.
That's fair. Yeah,
I'll measure the furrows and like things like like the holes. I'll like basically measure how deep the holes are, how wide they are. I'm like trying to figure out what caused them.
perfect. Yeah, you get all sorts of different numbers and sketches and
Hmm.
a lot of like running into the ship, writing things down, and running back outside.
Right.
I want to spend a day or two casting plant growth everywhere.
Nice.
Okay. Uh, Phantasma aids you with that for sure, and you do notice some small plants do seem to start taking growth in the like decayed areas.
Mhm.
The like it doesn't seem like anything was done to prevent plant growth specifically from this area,
Just
but it
helping it kind of speed it up a little.
but like you could tell that this was an area that wasn't like for what was here wasn't like you could tell Phantasma was probably doing this a lot in general as well. So yeah, it does start. You can see color starting to come back a little bit on like
Yeah,
tiny little bushes and
nice.
yeah, good shit. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing.
Hell yes.
Thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's say when you come back next week, AJ will be taking you to the city so that he
Nice.
can deal with city stuff.
Uh,
uh, like I said, thank you all for watching, and have a great night.